Hi there. Hedera is up by 5.5% as of now, but it's still early in the week. So let's take a look through the Wyckoff lens and see what the whales are doing. If you're new to my session, I'll cover the Wyckoff stage, potential trend change, as well as key price levels. And this is education content, not financial advice. The weekly chart of Hedera is showing us that it's still going through, I would say, an early testing stage during the accumulation cycle. We have just gone through the panic over period less than 2 months ago. And also the automatic rally that set the trading range top somewhere between the yellow key level of 0.129 and the green key level of 0.145. So the bulls and the bears are currently fighting around the purple key level of 0.089. At one point last week and this week, the price went below, and fortunately, it's still above the blue key level of 0.077. This range is actually what October 10th, the tariff announcement date, tested. Okay, we are back to that level again for Hedera. From a big picture point of view, it's very common for the price to bounce between these key levels, especially the yellow and the purple in this case, to test the paper hands and diamond hands. The whales will only satisfy in either one of the situations. One, they have sufficient stock in hand. Two, the paper hands are mostly gone. So whatever move they make to try to push the price down, there's nobody willing to sell anymore. Either one of these or both happens, then they will stop testing. But we shouldn't be too happy or too excited when the price starts to go up to challenge the yellow key level again. Remember, it's at the trading range top, or even the green key level of 0.145, because they can let the price go up just to do another shakeout before they let the price really shoot to the next distribution cycle. Okay, this is the reality. This is what's happening in the big picture view, what the whales are doing right now. From a micro view, the downtrend that started back in July last year hasn't finished yet. All right, even October 10th, they really changed the trajectory or the slope of the downtrend. It's still pretty much the same. If you have watched my other sessions, you see some other projects has been shot down to another level that's completely deviated from the original track. But for the case of Hedera, it did not happen that way. Even though the price got pushed down to the lower half of the channel, the weaker side of the channel, the way I say it still managed to get to the stronger half for quite a couple of times. Just that in the last 3 days, it started to get back to the weaker half again. So the downtrend isn't over yet. And you see a bunch of dates over here. Those are indications created by the ceiling of this downtrend channel. Okay, when it crosses these key levels. So in February, we still have one chance in 5 days' time, 4 to 5 days' time, depending on which part of the globe you're on. That's a very stretched target. The next comes on the Feb 12th, 10 days, 9 to 10 days from now. So that means when the price or the bulls get sufficient push to get to get through those key levels, like the 10-cent red key level, 11-cent 40 orange key level, and eventually the 12-cent 90. It is going to break outside of the ceiling and travels along. But then that's a confirmation that the downtrend is over. It's not entirely pessimistic, even though the price hasn't get to the low October 10th showed us. Reason I say this, 2 days ago, you see this high volume, right? It's red, but it's not entirely bad news because the bulls were able to push the price back to the level of 0.094 roughly. Okay, you see this long wick from the bottom. They push it real hard over there. Yesterday, kind of reverted what they did, but today, no, they are back. So this range, what's going to develop in the next few days is going to be key, because yesterday and today are basically telling us they are having an equal game as of now, at least for this short while. Okay, so what's going to come in the next few days, whether the price is going to go back to the stronger half of the channel to trade, that's very important, because once it gets to the stronger half, especially when it edges towards the ceiling of the channel, that's when the chance gets higher to confirm the downtrend is over. If it stays below the red key level of 10 cents, we probably have to wait till April to see a solid confirmation. Okay? So that's the tricky reality for Hedera right now. If we go back to the big picture, okay, while we expect for the accumulation cycle to bounce between the boundaries, sometimes it can, linger along the bottom for a while before it retests. You see, like 4 to 5 weeks before it shoot up again back in 2023. It's not like 1 to 2 weeks and then it's going to go up. It can stay there for as long as when there's no good news coming out. Okay, if you're interested to access these sessions 2 days earlier than the others, join the channel membership now. Here's another video that you may be interested in. Thank you.